Weird, and I'm in no mood for your job. Do you hear me?
Man, I'm not playing. Get out of here or I'm kicking your ethereal ass.
Ethereal? I don't even know what that means.
Welcome back to Gear Chat. Welcome back to Gear Chat University. Ding. I don't know what I would do about every week I tune in to Gear. I don't know about every week, but I tune in to Gear Chat U. Welcome back to Gear Chat U. Oh, welcome back to Gear Chat University. I am. You know who I am. John G, the El Capitan. Calm that down, John G. Calm that down. We're going to get right into it. I saw it. I know you saw it. Novation. Novation. The circuit. The circuit reborn. The circuit again. Circuit 2, shall I say? The circuit track, shall it is? And the circuit rhythm to come. So yes, novation, circuit, track, out, circuit rhythm coming soon, as in summer. So yeah, man, the circuit track is the up-to-date circuit, which they have essentially added. They took out, I guess, those 2 side chain tracks and added the 2 audio tracks, if I'm not mistaken. And they added some different, from what I heard, from what I saw, it has P-locks. I believe you can do probability along with play mode. I think you can play forward, backwards, and that kind of thing, which is dope. Because now we're talking about a little, what's that, the octopus or whatever that thing, that one Pioneer joint. That's what makes it so dope, I believe, is the fact that it has all those play modes. So yeah, Circuit Reborn. Other than that, and then so it doesn't sample. It has audio in, so you can essentially, which I didn't quite understand why they would have audio in and not sample. And initially, I was just thinking that it would just be an update that they would soon make down the line to have sampling. However, the rhythm, shouts out to Sonic State, and I believe it was Inky Shouts out to Inky. Inky is the one who made mention of the rhythm. Because initially, as they were talking, and as I'm watching, and I saw the videos prior to watching that show. Basically, I'm thinking, this is probably going to be a software update at some point, because the last circuit update and changed and changed and changed. So I'm foreseeing, this is going to be an update. They're going to just add sampling. Well, no, that's not the case. Although it could be still. And the reason why I say that is because I'm hoping that this sample rhythm, by it being a sampler, that is going to add a bunch of sample chop parameters that are geared towards that. So being able to freak your chops and being able to manipulate them in different ways and play them in different ways. So I'm hoping that it's really dedicated towards that. And whereas this box has a synth engine where you can really design your sounds. So if they can take that kind of technology out or lessen it so that we can add full-blown sampling tools, if you will, that would be dope. So we'll see how this is going to play out. I didn't really see much research. When I kind of skimmed, I guess you could say I skimmed, because I didn't really dive to see if they had much information out on the rhythm. I just pretty much saw that there's a circuit rhythm coming, and that kind of got me going, wow. And from what I saw, I believe it's going to be gray, I want to say. Now, this unit, if you didn't see it, go check it out. It's definitely a different look. The front on the top view looks identical, but on the side, it's a thinner look. It almost looks, if I could compare it, is from the look of it. I haven't seen it obviously in with my hands or whatever, but it seems like it's kind of like how Push 2 is. How the pads really got thin, everything got thin and laid out and like real fine. This kind of has that kind of feel and look to it rather. I can't say feel, but it has that look to it, and it has a sloping design, so it has that angle, so you can kind of like, so when you're looking at it, it kind of has that propped up look. So that could be interesting in terms of just the ergonomics of it when you're sitting there performing, that little bit of a tilt. Other than that, though, I'm really excited just to see, especially the rhythm. I really want to see how they're gonna, manipulate our ability to move and chop those samples up, and how we can manipulate them, basically. So I'll be really deep to see that. Other than that, though, what else did they have this week? Novation. I believe that was the main thing that I saw. Oh, hold on. Let me recap real quick. Hold on. And my bad. I'm sorry if y'all wasn't hearing me clearly, because I'm just now picking up the mic like an idiot. As I was saying, will allow me to retort. What does Novation Circuit look like? What? Okay, yeah, so check this out. I saw this. Something about MPE. There are 5 pieces of gear that is accepting MPE. I'm not even exactly what MPE is, but I know I saw that bit of news. What is MPE? I have to do some research on it. Okay, so deep testing, new Dreadbox Typhoon firmware, new powers for this mono synth. So it's got a firmware update on the little Jewel Typhoon. I don't have that Typhoon yet. I do, want it obviously because the price point is marvelous. But it's good to see that they have a firmware update. And let's see what they're talking about. Do they say what it's adding? Okay, firmware update increased the total modulation targets from 13 to 40. Wow. More on those later. And added a new tempo range of 6 BPM to 500 BPM. For the built-in sequencer, it made the tempo as well as the sequencer clock division 6 to 500. Jeez. 500 is like, that's basically, you talking about oscillating at that point. Um, let's see here. That could be wild. And then a little preset manager for both Mac and Windows. So yeah, I guess basically the main thing is the total modulation targets from 13 to 40. That is a big jump. Jeez. Let's see here. Custom targets. All right, so yeah, the Typhoon has a new firmware update that's making it more powerful. All right, let's hold on. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. Here we go right here. What are they saying? What are they saying? Okay, but the big difference is that the circuit Rythm will have the one feature circuit tracks lacks. You can sample directly onto the device. So while both have two audio input jacks on the Rythm, that's a sampling input. The tracks just mix external audio with device audio and allows you to route through audio effects to use to sidechain. So yeah, basically the two audio ends on the track is just to use it as a pedal, more or less, and then the sidechain. So yeah, it will be great. Shout out to Novation, man. I like I said, I really am geek about this. I think it's dope. It's definitely a little bit of a hustle because now you're trying to squeak out two pieces of device when you're really just breaking out the gearbox and kind of breaking it down. But again, I'm just hoping that they really made this Rythm. Okay, so dedicated high pass filter, low pass filter controller was just on all of them. The track has both, but you switch between them. Distortion, length, though that's probably just a sample specific equivalent of the amp envelope, dedicated start position. And there's an actual sample record trigger. When you see how minimal this is and how little apparent use there is to shift, you do start to appreciate why Novation chose to make separate pieces of hardware. I'm sure it'll stir controversy, but I'll be interested to try and practice, and the price of circuit tracks at least is appealing. Watch this space. I'd imagine they're gonna both go for the same price. I don't think they're gonna charge more for these. So yeah, this is the big news right now, man. Novation. Man, Novation. All right, I really didn't see this coming at all. I kind of felt like the circuit mono station. I don't think it's a flop. I'm glad I got mine, but I don't think it's a flop. But I don't think the market took to it the way they did the circuit. And even with the circuit is even kind of, it's almost like that same subculture as I could see the circuit being very much like the SP404. And how there's that subculture of just SP404 and people jamming out on those. I can very much see that same thing for the circuit. It's probably going to be a small little niche cult following that this piece of gear will have, and so this kind of adds to that lineage. So this is, I think this is a good build for Novation at the end of the day, and it's nice to see them expound on it. Some years later, what is damn near a decade. At least, I know it's been at least 5, probably 7, 8. I don't know. When did the first circuit come out? Let's see. Let's research that real quick. It shouldn't take too long. But I think it's almost a doggone decade. Novation circuit. it's been longer than that. This is saying 2015. Does that sound about right, y'all? For some reason, I feel like it was a little earlier than that. 15 would be... No, 15, yeah. I feel like he was 14 or something, though. Anyways, John G TV. Go check it out. Novation, Circuit Tracks, and Circuit Rythm is dropping. The tracks is dropping now. You can pre-order now, I believe, and the rhythm is set to come very soon. Very soon, people. Very soon, people. How everybody doing, man? I hope you had a good week. Let me know in the comments. Let's chit chat a little bit about some gear. Let me know how you feeling about what or whatever. 2021 is here. Let's go.
I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Every week I tune in to hear that.
You. I don't know what I would do about that. Every week I turn in the Gear Chat. And this is John G. Signing off on another Gear Chat University. John G TV. I am John G. Let's go. Have fun. Be safe. And this is just a little, what do they call that? AMSR? Whatever that is when you have the mic close to your mouth and you speak into it with a baritone voice. I'm out of here. John G.
What's up, John J?
Man, Pills, what the hell you want, man?
Hey, come on, man, just go with me. I'm trying to go to church. They give away free drugs.
Man, go on with that. Go on, Pills. Go on.
All right, man.
Peace.
Your law.
Harm Solo. Putting rappers in the choke.
Yeah, you see, John G.